Guys, I want to make a video, and I know a lot of people are going to be mad because they think I'm going to do it from a sacrilegious thing, but I'm not. Um, don't try to punish Loki. That should be a no-brainer. You don't punish gods. But I know there are some, religions that they actually do kind of punish their god if they're not working hard enough. No more food for you. Um, Well, that makes them not be lazy. It's kind of like the line, the beatings will continue until morale improves. I would not suggest trying that with Loki. Um, with Loki, I was like trying to record this before and I was cracking up too hard because I said, he was giving me an image to start the video. It was this image of this adorable little fox up on my shoulder and cuddling into me with pure love, and pure mischief. And I could tell it was like, don't you love me? I'm gonna ruin your house. And you can't punish him. I said, you can't put him in little fox timeout and like go into the timeout corner and think about what you did. And he's not gonna go sit in the corner and, think about what he's done. He's gonna wreck your house and you know it. He'll be gone before he reaches the corner and all of a sudden the roof will be caving in. You'll be like, Loki! Anyhow, yeah, do not try to punish your Loki. It's tempting. We as humans, we have a very good relationship with our pagan gods in that they treat us, they don't make us bow down. I mean, if you do like to kneel or something, that's, for you, and it works for you, but they're not like you have to kneel like you're in a church or, bow, at least in, our pagan, I don't want to say heathen, but, Lokean community. Shut up, Loki. He's like, you can bow. Not helping. Yeah, we don't have that relationship. We have a relationship where kind of vainglorious to say we're equal to our gods, but at the same time, they never treat us as anything less for being human. But it behooves us to remember who is the human and to not think you're going to put Loki in timeout. I know this because I've tried to. It's terrible. But I've lost my patience with him at times, not recently, but like years ago. He had done something and he had gotten on my last nerve. And I said, you go think about what you did, just like that. And he gave me that spiteful look he gets on his face. He's like, I'm the god here, Missy. So he went off and he did something dreadful. I forget what he ruined, but he ruined something. It's like when he's not getting his way. Remember the painting I showed to you of like in the silver frame and everything? When he's not getting his way, he knocks it down. It's broke AF at this point. He can be a little bit spiteful if he's not getting his way or you've been dumb enough to try to punish him. But, I share that, in the lighthearted sense because, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not to do something I've already done, except in a, yeah, I did it and it wasn't fun because he is very resentful. It's also why I call him the Lord of Cats. Dealing with him, since a lot of us are more familiar with cats and foxes, dealing with him is like having a cat. It's like, if you spank a cat, it's not going to go well for you. If you punish a cat, it's not going to go well for you. They're not a dog. They don't need to come over and be your slave and be, devoted to you and, oh, master, tell me what to do. No, they're a cat. They're like, phew, I hope you don't like those Louboutins because I'm going to destroy them. Wait, you love them? I'm destroying all of them. And, cats are like that. Cats will get back at you. And I know cat people, cat women were like, no, cats are little angels. No, cats will plot revenge. Cats will plot revenge. You'll sit there and think about it and they'll plot revenge. Remember, they have the mind of like a 2 or 4-year-old. So you're yelling at a 2 or 4-year-old in a fursuit with claws and fangs. So think about that before you yell at them. They will do things to show that they're discontent and upset. And they will usually be things that, unfortunately, in all seriousness, poor kitty ends up in the pound because she peed on something, or she scratched, or she pooed, or she did something, and she was just being a cat showing you something. She was doing a natural behavior and showing you her emotional childlike reaction, because they are like little children. And Loki can be like that too. There can be times that he can be incredibly sensitive, and you yell at him for something, and if you're at the stage where you're like, I would never yell at Loki. Yeah, wait, that's what I thought too. And then one day, and if you do catch him on like a vulnerable moment and you don't realize he's being vulnerable, sometimes he acts up when he feels vulnerable. It's kind of endearing, but it's also kind of maddening. He will be feeling vulnerable, and he will be wanting attention, and he will be feeling unloved. Yes, this is part of your God. There's no getting out of the contract now, dearie. He will act up, and he will do things for attention. He will do slightly destructive things for attention. With me, he loves breaking lamps. And I will go, what's the matter? Nothing. What's the matter? Nothing. 2 hours later, in gifts and offerings, and like practically on my knees, this is what's the matter. Not that you care. You don't love me anymore. Oh God, Loki, please. Please. And it's an essential part of his nature. He's very cat-like. He's very maddening. He has these very complex moods that, after you've convinced him you love him, he can get angry and fly off the handle. I don't mean to make him sound extreme, though he can be extreme. And it's all part of, loving him and embracing him as the God he is. He will try very hard to put on his very best behavior for the people he loves. But then he will be tearing around your house like a toddler with a crayon and a can of spray paint and everything else toddlers shouldn't have. High on sugar and PCP. And, it's pure chaos tearing around your house. And you're like, oh my God. And, people will be like calling the exorcist. I know when he hasn't liked people, when they have walked into this house, he's just like hovered really close to them until they leave. And I'm like, you're two, you know that? I didn't like them. This is my temple. And what can you do? You have to love him when he's naughty. So there you go. Love Loki when he's naughty. Don't punish him, and love him when he's naughty. Not that you can't say no, Loki, no, and give the fox a gentle boop on the nose for all the good it'll do you. He'll just wag his tail and be pleased with himself. But remember, that is his sacred duty. It's his sacred duty to keep energy moving, to keep energy from stagnating, to make mischief, to bring laughter into the world, to not behave, to be the trickster, to trick all through your house. And, it's something that we don't always handle with grace, but he's usually pretty good about it. He knows we love him. He does. That's Loki. And it's a gift to have him. I know he's a handful, and I know there are times that you'll be every Lokean goes through that period where they wonder why Loki picked them, because so many other people are like, you cannot come around me because you have Loki. But Loki is better than those people. We have to remember that. A lot of people think like Loki's the Norse Satan, and they think Loki's the devil. And I'm not just talking about heathens. There are a lot of people that are straight up terrified of him, and they think he's he's going to bring about Ragnarok, and he's pure evil, and he killed Balder, and we could sit here and argue all day about, different texts and how metaphors are used in writing and everything else, but they're not going to listen. And I look at it anyways. If it's going to happen, if it's fated to happen, it's fated to happen. As far as I know, those gods have to go somewhere, and since we will all be past tense, our gods will return to us. So yay, we win. It'll be the new people that will get new gods and, have to start their journey from there. But remember, we all have metaphors. We humans know the world was created somehow. we know it will end somehow. So we all kind of like to have that ending story because we humans like to know when it's going to end, when it's going to happen. Da 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 da. So I hope you guys have liked what you see. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably going to put a couple filters on this just to do something a little fun for you guys. I normally will not be back to wearing makeup, but I put makeup on for one video and I'm like, I'm just going to run with it and do a bunch of videos in one day. So I'm pretty tired and giggly, but I hope you guys like it, and I will see you. Trying to figure out where my mouse is so I can shut the recording off. I will see you later.